necessary that you become an Olympic decathlon champion in every single module, level, line, quadrant, state, type. Because as we say, that could take months. And I know some of you are much more hurried than that. And so if you take something like just weightlifting, the cognitive understanding, you do need a cognitive map or the stuff won't stick. Cognitive is very important. We'll explain a little bit more about that. Some form of meditative practice and a little bit of psychodynamic work. Touching in on those four, and there are a dozen other modules you can get involved in. Those four alone can dramatically and profoundly change your body's physiology, your capacity to integrate material, and dramatically accelerate your movement through any stages that exist. And so you can do a very compact form of integral transformative practice. It doesn't take more time doing this in order to get realization. As a matter of fact, what we know in terms of combining some of these in spiritual cross-training is that results are faster if you do a little bit of cross-training than if you don't. And so Houston Smith used to say, bless his heart, because he's still working his mind around this, that he doesn't have time to do ITP. And actually the answer is, you don't have time not to. It's a much faster approach. I'll give you a very quick example. Mike Murphy just told me about a big research project that they finished. And this is very simple. They had weightlifting and Vipassana. Now, for those of you who are, we'll increasingly give you information on what weightlifting does, resistance training. Over a 6-month period, if you do not much more than a half an hour 3 times a week, it can turn back most physiological age markers up to 10 years. It's staggering what that can do in terms of helping to rejuvenate just that component of your being. And if you have that much more rejuvenated energy and capacity, you're going to be able to apply it to whatever you do and make it much more efficient, more effective. So they took people who were doing just Vipassana meditation, those who were doing Vipassana and weightlifting. They didn't tell the teachers which group was doing which, but they let the teachers judge who made the most progress in Vipassana meditation. And you can guess what happened. Those who did Vipassana and weightlifting advanced through the Vipassana stages of meditation faster than those who just did the meditation. So again, you don't have time not to cross-train. It takes much too long to pick a path and grunt your way through it for a couple of decades. So although that's nice to do if you want to do that. So again, I really don't want to put any of these down. What we are trying to suggest is that it's more efficient and more effective to do some degree of this kind of cross-training. It actually, at the very least, it's not going to take you more time. And it's extremely likely it's going to shorten some of the time that you're going to have to do some of these things.